Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wa mursalin Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My respected brother Dr. Hisham Talib, the president of IIIT, Sister Mona, the representative of the family of Brother AbdulHamid AbuSulayman, rahimahullah, Brother Anwar Ibrahim, the Emeritus Chairman of IIIT, Brothers Dr. Ahmad Tutonji, Dr. Yaqub Mirza, and all the other leaders of IIIT. Thank you very much for the opportunity given to me to say a few words about in memory of our brother AbdulHamid AbuSulayman, rahimahullah ta'ala, and it's really both, I'm sad that to me is a good friend, people whom I know for many years. Now, Brother AbdulHamid AbuSulayman is without doubt one of the leading intellectual activists of the Ummah in the 15th century Hijrah. Personally, I have known him since the early 1980s through Professor Ismail Al-Faruqi, rahimahullah. Since the early 1980s, when I was a PhD student at Temple University in Philadelphia, I was following closely the role and activities of both Professor Ismail Faruqi and Dr. AbdulHamid AbuSulayman. And that was the formative period of IIIT. I was also happy to be associated in some ways with IIIT's activities during the period, especially in Virginia. In his life, Brother AbdulHamid wrote, lectured, and organized social reform activities in various parts of the Muslim world, even including in the West. I saw him as a strong believer in reform. As an intellectual, he tried to understand the malice of the Ummah. When I read his book, The Crisis of the Muslim Mind, I see it as a kind of testimony to his serious attempt to find out the root cause of the Ummah's problem. And what the book showed, as he saw it, the crisis of the contemporary Ummah is essentially an intellectual crisis, namely a crisis of the mind. I think the book has found many readers, and certainly I think it led to the many younger people studying that book. Now, in his life, Brother AbdulHamid has played the role of a youth leader, the role of an intellectual leader, and the role of an educational leader. Looking at his long life contribution, I would say that his greatest contribution to the Ummah is in the field of education, especially university education. He was an institution builder. His leadership as rector of IIIUM, International Islamic University of Malaysia, for a period of 10 years, 1989 to 1999, was historic, memorable, and highly significant. He has left a legacy of which we are thankful and also proud. He single-handedly built and developed IIUM, turning it into the best Islamic university in the world. I have no doubt that of all the Islamic universities founded and established by the OIC, the Islamic University of Malaysia is the best. Now, I think this brother AbdulHamid AbuSulayman, he made IIN the University of the Ummah, although the university is situated in Malaysia, but in fact it is a University of the Ummah in terms of the vision of the university, in terms of the academic staff of the university, the composition of the academics or of the students coming from practically every Muslim community, both the majority and the minority. And many of the graduates of the university have played very important roles. Although, I was not at the IIM when he was the rector, but through the activities organized by the university, I came in personal contact with him on various occasions. Now, during his rectorship, Brother AbdulHamid oversaw the most active period of Islamization of knowledge. IIUM became synonymous with Islamization of knowledge. What more, during the same decade, we had ISTAC as an autonomous institute of the university, which was active in Islamization of knowledge, complementing the dynamic program and agenda of Islamization at the main campus in Gombak. I see it as something providential. It was providential that when Brother AbdulHamid was the rector of IIUM, Brother Anwar Ibrahim was in a strategic position of power and influence to extend a helping hand to Brother AbdulHamid, especially when Brother Anwar Ibrahim was keeper of the National Treasury. And also to cite to Professor Syed Muhammad Naqib Al-Atas. So Brother AbdulHamid was indeed very lucky to be at the hand of IUM at the right time. But that aside, Brother AbdulHamid had demonstrated a wise leadership at the university. Not only Malaysia, but the whole Ummah will remember his legacy to the Ummah through his role of rector of IIM. The impact of his IIUM rectorship on the Ummah in general is yet to be fully appreciated by all. May Allah bless his good works, and we'll remember him, inshallah, as someone who has contributed to the reform of the contemporary Ummah through his ideas and writing. And my condolence and to all the family of Brother AbdulHamid Sulaiman, and thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.